Took you long enough, piss pot.
Bellec.
Should've known it'd be you that'd find me. Only question is, what happens now?
You poisoned Mirabeau!
He poisoned us! Peace with the Templars is a fairy tale.
And you're the only one who can save the Brotherhood?
You think it's the first time this has happened? The first time that the Assassins have been forced to purge their leadership? The first time that the Order has built itself back up from nothing to power? No. Masyaf, Monteregione, the American colonies. It's all happened before. And we have risen anew, stronger than ever. But now, we've lost our purpose, Arno. We mired ourselves in politics and revolutions, but we're not a nation. We're an army. And in an army, making peace with the enemy is called treason. No, I'm not the only one that can save the Brotherhood. We can. Together.
Bellec. You know I can't do that.
That's a pity.
Bellec, please. Come back to the Council with me. We can resolve this like reasonable men.
Reasonable men don't treat with Templars, boy! You disappoint me, Pissball. You're a stubborn little fuck, aren't you?
Ask anyone.
I had hopes for you. I thought you could think for yourself.
I can, Bellec. I just don't think...
Open your eyes, boy. I've seen Templars put entire villages to the sword just for the chance of killing one assassin. Tell me, in your vast experience, what have you seen?
I've seen the Grand Master of the Templar Order take in a frightened orphan and raise him as his own son.
Your father'd be ashamed of you!
I'm fine. Stay there.
I should have left you to rot in the Bastille! Tell me, did you ever really believe in the Creed? Or were you a Templar-loving traitor from the start?
It doesn't have to be this way, Bellec.
You're the one who's making it so! If you just see sense, we could take the Brotherhood to a height we've not seen in 200 years.
Yes, killing everyone who disagrees with you is a brilliant way to start your rise from the ashes.
Look out!
So, now we see the heart of it. It's not Mirabeau that's poisoned your mind, it's her. She's the last piece of this god-fucked lunacy.
Bellec.
You'll thank me for this. One day. Do it.
Thank you, my friend.
Gotta get you back to that boy of yours in one piece. Don't we, pisspot? Drop this. Well... I'll be damned. So you're really going through with this?
Your protege vouches for her. Don't you trust him?
With my life. It's the girl I don't trust. Nothing I can say to convince you.
I'm afraid not.
Thought not. Chin.
Chin.
Repose en paix.
Repose en paix.
Oh no, Bellec, why did you have to do this to the Brotherhood? I can't believe you would do this to us. But what can I say, it's certainly the level of this game's writing, as it seems from the last 5 chapters that we've been dealing with, that Bellec would just be murdering somebody randomly in the middle of the game for no flippin' reason. Unity's completely lost out of ideas now that Arno has no leads to follow up on and now has to ask Elise the Templar for help. Now they're just throwing in random murders for the sake of having something happen in the game. And to be fair, it did lead to the only mission required murder mystery section in this whole game, and the murder mysteries are literally the best thing that Unity has to offer, so I'm definitely not down on it. Even after this protracted investigation eventually led to a Bellec assassination on the roof of a church. For maximum pathos, I suppose. Bellec is trying to say that, oh, it was completely justified that he killed the Grand Master of the Brotherhood because he decided to lead a non-violent campaign against the Templars, you know, something sneaky and covert, except other than just running up to everybody and shooting them in the face and then leaving as quietly as possible. Of course you wouldn't want it that way. You want to make the Brotherhood as obvious as possible. That's a completely brilliant idea, Bellec. Almost as brilliant as this entire boss fight being put together. Yeah, it's not really an assassination, it's more of a straight up boss fight, but then again, Ubisoft is not the company that can do straight up boss fights. And this is usually what it just boils down to. It's a straight up boss fight, but it's just a bunch of generic combat. The same counter, wait, counter, and then do some QTE combat that we've seen since literally Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Like, we've done this before, it's never that interesting. It's never a thing that's gonna show up on the box art, even though as an Assassination, Pierre Bellec's set piece is honestly the best one we've got going for it, and it's this crap. Like, you counter kill Bellec a couple times, you hit some QTEs, and then you have to play Find the Bastard once he jumps into the church, and then the thing kind of writes itself towards the end. And this is why, even though this is the most leverage and the most spectacle that Ubisoft is putting into one of the chapters of Unity, it completely falls flat, and mostly because it's completely obvious that Ubisoft just threw in the Grandmaster's Assassination by Bellec completely in the middle, like a crowbar in a flower pot. They needed something to happen, so they just threw it in there and didn't even think about it. And that's why it doesn't work. It's because it came completely out of nowhere, it's already done, and then the world moves on anyway, like it never even flippin' happened. Immediately after this guy dies, the remaining high-level assassins just form a council to replace the loss of leadership. And then Arno just goes back on his revenge quest to investigate who else could possibly be connected to his adopted dad's murder, like nothing even happened. This isn't even mentioned anywhere else in the game, at least not in a big way that would affect anything. So what was the point? If you were trying to keep your audience awake, Ubisoft, I think you kinda fell off the line a long time ago. Players who are sticking around after the Bellec assassination are people who are either willfully denying the flaws in the game and actually have an appreciation for Unity somehow, or they're just willfully blind and have nothing better to do with their time, or a combination of the two. There's no justifiable reason to continue playing Unity after this point, because there's no reason for it. What could the ending possibly be to justify the stupid assassinations, running around all the sandbox, the stupid side quest, the terrible protagonist? And this isn't even the halfway point of the game. Like, Ubisoft's really gonna have to throw something big out of the box thinking to justify the rest of this game, because at this point, you've hit an all-time low, Ubisoft. So you need to start making a big play, or else you practically just created a worse Revelations. And you gotta remember, the Bellec assassination is the best thing that they've got, the most solid set piece of combat in Unity. This is the best thing that they've got, and it's this.